Today is Reminix, and we're going to talk about a boy. This is bad, right? How else are we going to frame this? This is just bad, right?
Yeah, this is probably one of the worst things that can happen to a game, because it impacts the game on every level, and so what happened.
Let's catch everybody up first. How did this happen? Let's start at the beginning. $20 offers for $50. For some reason, which we're not going to get into a lot of deal, some players were able to purchase multiple offers. Some people call it a bug. Other people call it an exploit. I believe the game themselves call it an exploit. Right there it says your account has banned for the misuse of in-game exploits. So technically the developers are referring to this as an exploit, right?
Right.
Okay, and so talk us through it. What do you think?
So one of the things is it looks like there has been some issues with apps allowing you to authorize multiple purchases above the limit of what it was. And let's talk about Silver Surfer specifically. Like, this was supposed to be power gated, right? And you know what I mean when I say that, right? Do you understand why I say that?
Yeah,
that terminology?
yeah. Basically, they were gonna see. I've seen them do this in other games where there was no way of buying character shards, and they just released it slowly over time, and it was like a very powerful character. But you had to do things in your alliance to earn it. But this one actually is kind of a mixture of both. They were just allowing you to buy little pieces of it at a time, as it looks like was their intention. And actually, I'm a little worried about what their intention is, because obviously they're trying to sell 60 shards for $50. You think they were just trying to ramp the cost up towards the end and just get people really big at the end?
Or it was a honeypot and was designed to have the people who knew that they can buy two of them and get an extra shard or something like that to see if they can. I don't know. I don't know. I really at this point, I don't know, because maybe they've abandoned all hope of power gating it because of the fact that people were able to buy more shards, right? Because this is supposed to be the highlight of their strike pass. Mm-hmm. I mean, if people are able to, if we're going to be selling the package, the strike pass isn't going to be as valuable, period. Or maybe this is their anchor pricing to set the pricing for the strike pass and be like, oh wow, that's a good deal. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say what they were thinking with that offer. But if you think back, wasn't Captain Marvel $50 back in the day for 50 shards?
I don't remember. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I just know that this is a big problem now. I'm gonna say there is a certain. I just want to bring this up in the video. Like, very minority number of players in the game that are free to play that really don't care about this. They're like, man, this is a whale problem, and I get that. But I don't think we're explaining the full power of Silver Surfer. I mean, I haven't tested a 6 yellow star Silver Surfer, but by testing with 3/3. 3 red, 3 yellow Silver Surfers, that he's the best character in the game when you get the stars. That's my gut feeling, right? And so, and if some people have this and some people don't, and I just want to go on the record is, I don't think this is right. I don't think this is fair. I think this is Scopely's problem. I think Scopely needs to fix this. This is 100% on them, right? And all I'm saying is that, the number of offers that he was able to bot, everybody should be at least given the option to buy it or not to buy it, right? Whether you want to or not. But if they're not going to roll back accounts and give everybody 3/3s and not let people have more than 3/3s, then they need to make this right. And their scam of trying to sell us 60 shards for $50 is nonsense. There should be no offers trying to sell, no battle pass, no offers, nothing until they fix this nonsense. And I'm using much nicer words than I would use if I was on Twitch. I mean, seriously, this is, I'm sure there's people that are mad at individuals, but this is a Scopely problem. This is not really, right?
And I think it comes down to the fact that it seems like this was a known issue. It seems like it's been done before. I was aware of this issue years ago, back in June of 2019.
I don't really know. They fixed it, right? So it was fixed at one point, right? And then so for some reason it got unfixed.
Yeah. So it was. I worked really hard to get this fixed, mobile. Like, it was let's just put it this way: before people want to spend exorbitant amounts of money in something, they want to know that it.
Well, that's why hacking ruins a game, right?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I mean, not that this is the same thing as hacking, because But it's similar, right? It destroys and erodes confidence in people spending. Like if a game is hackable, why do I want to spend money if someone can just hack the game?
Yeah.
This here is like someone is not that everybody should be buying this, this multiple times, but I believe everybody should have the option. I'm sure there's a lot of heavy spenders like you, right, that would have gobbled up all of these offers if you had the option. Would you buy all the offers if you had the option? As many offers as you can get for $20 for 50 shards?
As long as it's done appropriately, I do that every single time a character's released mobile.
Okay.
I'll even core if it had cores, I would be clicking cores to buy. Like if there was a core offer, he would have been there. We would have done it over time. But the idea was that's what I showcase is these characters at big levels. But here's the problem, and this is the ultimate problem with this: this is a global game issue. It isn't about Wales. And it isn't about the free to play. It is literally bypassing gating mechanics that they have. If somebody wants to spend cores on something, sure, so be it. That's the way it's going to be to bring something up. But having access to these bargain offers, I just got to wonder if other like valuable offers that we've seen in the game are gone because people were either exploiting it. And more importantly, what it does is when let's say a $25 Elite 6 orb. What if that was duped?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm serious. Oh my God. Or what if, okay, so let me ask, so is this the reason why all the $1 offers are missing? Because remember,
no, I think
because remember I've been complaining about this since November. Like all the good offers are gone. Are they just, they know it's a known issue and they got rid of the cheap offers or what?
I think it goes up beyond it. I think that what happens with this is from a development standpoint, every single time they release these offers, there's like an authentication period, and so some people, I don't know, they were able. All I have to say is I know more about this than I ever wanted to. There's no way this is accidental, and it frustrates me because people look at me as a content creator and now they're looking at me as, is Scopely giving you a special benefit? So what I showcase is now being brought into question because it's like, oh, Rem gets special Scopely privileges. And reality of it is, whether you're at a free-to-play level, the fact that people can get things at a different valuation mean that more people are potentially getting it that wouldn't normally buy it. And so what that does is it changes the in-game economy. And so it is a global issue that nobody wants to talk about. But whether you're, like I said, if they sell orange gear offers, well, they probably look at the inventory of orange gear and don't let access, they change the way that it's gated to free to play because they're looking at excess gear in other people's inventory. It's that simple. It is literally an economy. It is literally an economy issue.
Okay, so I just want to cut to the chase. I want them, what I want from this situation, and the reason why we're talking about this today is I want the problem to be fixed forever and eradicated, right? Firstly. And secondly, I think we just want to have the opportunity to make things right, at least have some parity and protect the competitive integrity of the game, right? And if they screwed up and they can't sell us $50 packs for 60 shards because of this, and they have to sell us $20 packs for 50 shards, it's their problem. They've got to fix it. No, I mean, that's their problem. They got to fix it.
So what I'm going to say to this is this ends Black Order. So as a free to play, these folks are still not, they don't have max calls, right? They've invested their gold promotion credits and they've invested their resources in Black Order because frankly, it was too well designed and it held for too long. Silver Surfer comes and ends that. Literally.
Right. Yeah.
And so the problem with that is they need to sit back and look at what they're giving the free to play at the base level of the strike pass. Period. End of story. They have to. They can't just selling the offer isn't the answer because they're eroding the community. This community doesn't thrive without the daily logins from the free to play. This community doesn't thrive without the Krakens spending confident amounts of money. And so the idea about that this is not affecting everybody is just plain wrong. And I'm not going to shill. This is not okay. I'm taking a hardcore stance on this.
No, this is not okay. This is actually trash because just like hacking is really horrible. I kind of put this in the same category. Why do people want to spend if other people can get better deals? And you mentioned a key example is like, the 6 red star offer for $25. How many people just bought like a billion of them, right? I don't know. Or what if tomorrow they came out with an offer that was like $1 for 10 million gold? I can only buy one, but you get to buy 100 of them. How fair is that going to be? So I just think this whole thing just blows my mind, and I hope that they publicly address it. I hope that they fix it promptly, and I hope they make it right and give everybody an opportunity. I don't think there's any other reasonable solution, and I'm going to be modifying my feedback in the store. Because a lot of people, whatever you think is a fair rating for the store, I'm going to go and update my rating. I know what it's going to be, but I think everybody should go give their own rating. Go make your own rating. I'm not telling you what to rate. I'm not telling you to put fake ratings. Make your own rating, but I'm going to go change my rating. I know what it was, and I know what it's going to be, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, what is your solution for this? Do they need to punish the people involved, or just fix the hole? I mean, or both?
I don't know. Unpopular opinion is my personal opinion as this is, if Scopely didn't allow this to happen or didn't prevent this from happening, it's mostly their problem. And so they've got to fix it on their end first. As far as what they should do to the people that are doing this, I don't know, man. That's I'll let them figure that out. For me, I think they need to make sure that this never happens again, or at a minimum, publicly acknowledge it and state what are going to be the consequences for doing this. They need to do that at a minimum. And that's something that you could do tomorrow or today, for that matter, is actually a statement saying, hey, there's a known thing. If you do this, this is going to happen, and we're going to fix it promptly. At a minimum, they have to say that. What else are they supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I guess my biggest frustration is, we're held to higher standards as content creators. We just are.
Yeah.
And disseminating, bugs or taking advantage of bugs is just it becomes an issue, and it's frustrating. And I get accidents happen, but yeah, we need to take a stand, man. And we gotta figure out how to make this happen.
All right. Okay, we're going to wrap up the video there. Put it down in the comment section with your thoughts about all of this. I know I'm pretty frustrated by this, just as if you're a person that does not care about this, put that down. I'd like to see that too. But I think this is a big deal. I really do. All right. Anything you want to say before we go?
Keep on gaming.
Because gamers are cool. You nerds!
The world is waiting up. The world is waiting, half a step beyond our door. Oh, and if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it out.